Welcome to another edition of Nighttime with Carnes. It's late. I am sleepy. I am tired. I've had a full day of keeping busy with stuff, and I'm about to go to bed. The one thing that's been on my mind for the last couple of nights, and I've actually lost sleep over it, is that I have a stalker. It's not a traditional stalker in the sense of with somebody outside my window with their hand on the glass and breathing on the pane, fogging up the glass. No, this is a medical debt collector. I got a call a couple of days ago, and my phone calls ring through both on my cell phone and on my computer at the same time. It's the way my phone is set up with Google Hangouts and stuff like that. On my phone, it read as Centerprise Consulting, or on my phone it read as scam/fraud. So I just killed the call, and then blocked the number immediately. But on my computer, it rang through as Centerprise Consulting. So it's unusual to see a caller ID attached to a scam call. So I looked it up, and they are a medical debt collector. Not only are they a medical debt collector, their name is synonymous with scams and frauds all over the internet. So I have a medical debt collector calling me, and they're looking for money. I did pay bills late last year. It was intentional because I questioned the bills. I questioned whether they were valid or not. I checked with my insurance before paying them. I would ask, is this a valid bill? And even in the last week of December, with two outstanding bills for the year, one of them I just lost track of, and I paid it late, and it was a legitimate bill. I just lost track of it. The other one, I still question whether it was valid or not, but I went ahead and paid it to clean my slate and start 2017 fresh. So I'm wondering how this Centerprise Consulting got my name. Which medical provider out there sent my name to them and said that I owed money? So, and this, when you read things about Centerprise Consulting, basically they will continuously scam money out of you for life. They prey on people who want to prey on people who want to keep their good credit, and so they browbeat them. They make them pay. They'll ding your credit. They'll bring your credit down. They just sound like, just from what I've read online, they sound like nasty people. So far, I've blocked their calls, and they've tried calling from different numbers too. But every number they try to call from shows up on my phone as a fraud/scam. So that's just another number to block. I imagine I'll get a letter from them at some point, at which point I will contact them and ask who gave them my name. And if it's one of the medical providers I've been working with, what I'll do is go straight to that provider and say, you need to fix this. And if you don't fix this, I will take my business elsewhere. Doesn't exactly solve it. They can call me out and say, we're not going to fix it. So, I mean, they may be leaving me hanging out to dry on whatever this phantom debt is. But I will make them responsible, and I will sully their name far and wide throughout the land. And that was my dramatic moment of the evening right there. Throughout this whole process involving billing and medical billing, I was always worried that that insurance would be my biggest issue. Uh, I thought the insurance would deny coverage, I would refuse to pay for treatment, things of that nature. But so far, the insurance company and my insurance company is United Healthcare. They've been sweethearts throughout the whole process. They've paid most of everything. You know, I paid my portion. I paid my deductibles and my out-of-pocket expenses, but then they've covered everything else from there. They've taken issue with like a couple of bills, and I've and they've been great. Um, some of the medical providers, they'll chase me for billing. I question the legitimacy of it. If it's legitimate, I eventually pay them. But you have a right to question every bill that you get. People can't just bill you willy-nilly and expect you to drop everything and pay it. So you're allowed to question it. And I think you have the right to question it. And I don't think these people should be treating you bad. You are their customer. You have to remember that you are their customer, and they are obligated to treat you fairly. You're not you are not beholden to them on anything they say. It appears I have a couple of commenters out there. Molly White and Kelly Ray, they're part of my Panda fan club. I'm the president of the Panda fan club, and they are my executive vice presidents. If you want to know anything about pandas, you can talk to us, or you can talk to all of us. Talk to me, talk to them. Since I have viewers here, Kelly and Molly, do you have any questions for me on what's going on with medical billing or in my life in general? Just opening the floor up for questions here. Molly is excited that she's been promoted to a vice president of something. It's good. You can take all that business experience and then you can go be a vice president in a corporation. As always, you are welcome to ask me any question you want to. I have a question from Lisa Top. How am I feeling? Today, just tired. Lots of work today. Was busy throughout the day. Had a huge quote that I had to work on. Left the office around 7 o'clock. Posted a blog entry on my blog today, and then doing this right now, and work gets to be busy. Haven't had any nausea in a while that I can remember. Anytime I start feeling nausea, I take a pill right away. And if the nausea is keeping me awake, like it did a couple of rounds ago when I had chemo, I take a nausea pill and I take a sleeping pill. It helps. It helps sleeping through it. Do I think I am working too much? Yes, I am. But work is a necessary part of my life. The way I look at it is work equals healthcare equals survival. Though that's how it's linked in my head. So work takes priority on a lot of things. I know that I'm not having proper work-life balance. Additionally, when I say work, I mean I'm working for a private corporation, but I also working for myself as well. I do have this book I want to write, and then I do need to figure out ways to market myself, which hasn't been my strong suit at the moment. Where do I want to take a trip to? Nashville or Mexico? Either one works for me. I haven't been to Nashville in 20 years. The last time I was there was during the Buffalo Bills Tennessee Titans playoff game, the Music City Miracle. I think that was 98 or 99. I understand that Nashville has changed quite a bit since then, so it'd be interesting to see. Mexico, yeah, I enjoy traveling. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy seeing new places. I'm going to Cancun for work in 2 weeks, and I've never been to Cancun before, and it's unfortunate that I won't be able to get out and see much of the sites. I would love to see Tulum. I would love to see Chichen Itza, and I'm sure I'm butchering that name. Music or bikinis? Well, I'm a dude. I like girls in bikinis. I have no shame in admitting that. Any other questions? Comments? Criticisms? You want to call me a jackass? You can if you want to. I have a thick skin. It's not going to bother me. Most comments and criticisms don't bother me. Or maybe I can go to Denver. I have been to Denver before, and it was also for a work thing. Didn't get to do much in Denver, but I did spend a day up in Breckenridge. There's a ski lodge, a ski resort up there, and I tried skiing, and it was a terrible, terrible experience for me. So I'll never go back to skiing again. If you've read my book One Nation, there's a chapter in the book that's set at the Breckenridge Ski Lodge. So that was based on my experiences there, on what I saw there and stuff like that. When I write, the experiences I draw on are things I've seen or experienced in my life. But given that we watch a lot of movies and television, we can also draw on those experiences as well. It's hard to write. We're not really writing original stuff. We're just retelling the same stories, but in new ways. So that's how writing works. Lisa, I will see you in Mexico in 10 days. We had a conference call at work about Mexico. We had a team call yesterday, and I quote from our team call, "You're going to be busy. You're not going to have a lot of free time, but you're going to have fun." So I'm kind of curious as to how, if we're working the entire time, where the fun part comes in. If anyone knows where the fun part comes in, feel free to tell me. And now I'm sitting here awkwardly looking at myself on camera because I'm boring. Okay. I'm ready to go to bed now. If you have any additional comments, if you want to see a topic or if you want me to talk on a topic next time, let me know what that topic is and I can bring it up. I just came up with this topic on my own tonight because I was really cranky about debt collectors chasing me. Wish you all a good night. Molly and Kelly, have fun. Enjoy your wine. I imagine you're drinking wine right now.